Welcome back to CalGuard Gymnasium for the second game of the weekend for these two teams, between these two teams, Colorado College and Trinity University. Game one going in surprise fashion to Colorado College, able to win it late on in the game after trailing for a majority of the contest. It was their first win over Trinity since 2011-2012 when they were able to win both matchups in conference on a down year from Trinity that finished 9-17. Colorado College 14-12 that year. They were 14-12 last year, looking to improve once again under head coach Catherine Menendez. They've improved their winning percentage every season since she's took over. Same starting fives for the two teams. We'll take you through that quickly. For the visitors, Talia Cloud, Rosie Braley, Abby Waltz, Mackenzie Gertz, and Anna Finelli. For Coach Cameron Hill and Trinity, Ashlyn Milton, Haley Coleman, Jordan Rudd, Julia Ackerman, Emily Daniel, Ryan Figert here on the calls. We're about ready to get underway for this 11 a.m. tip-off. It's Braley against Coleman. And Milton able to grab it despite Braley getting the touch off the tip. And Trinity will hold the ball wearing their all-black jerseys today. Colorado College switching over to the white uniforms for this morning's contest. Into the post early on with Coleman. Couple of good post moves and gets the roll. Good start for her in that matchup against Rosie Braley, who was particularly effective yesterday for the visitors. High press on here for Trinity. Finelli's bounce pass able to break it. Finding Gertz. Now half-court trap with Ackerman and Milton. Colorado College moving the ball well, though. Finelli now with some space at the top of the arc. She'll drive. Looks to dump it off to Cloud. And Colorado College keeping this alive. Single digits on the shot clock here. Baseline jumper going to go up from the senior Abby Waltz. No good. And the first trip down the floor for Coach Menendez's team is unsuccessful. They kept it alive, though, with some good ball movement prior to the shot. Emily Daniel, who led all scorers yesterday with 16 points, particularly on 4 of 9 shooting the three. Here's a three from Milton. It looks good. It is good. Ashlyn Milton, second scoring yesterday for Trinity with 12. Was also 4 of 9 from 3, 1 of 1 early on here from behind the arc. Again, the press from Trinity. Again, Colorado College able to come through it. Early 5-0 advantage for the home team, looking to bounce back from a home opener defeat. Ackerman tips that pass, and Coach Cameron Hill tipping it with her. I don't know if you could see him at the bottom of your screen. He's definitely involved with the energy early on in the officials, having a word with them actually about stepping on the court. It'll be an inbounds pass for Colorado College. They get it into Finelli, their sophomore point guard. And she forgot about the shot clock, and that's good defense there from Trinity, forcing the inbounds play, and just a lack of awareness that time from Finelli as Colorado College off to a bit of a slow start. They dominated the first quarter yesterday, and despite Trinity taking the second and third quarter, they finished it out strong as well. But here early on, it's Trinity in front, 5-0. Milton with the pump fake, and she will be called for a travel. The jumper was good, but it won't count. No, they'll say an offensive foul. Saw a lot of travels yesterday. That's why it's stuck in my head. Haley Coleman called for the foul underneath the basket. Good work there on the dribble from Waltz to break the press. Finelli now with the left-handed drive. Bounce pass to Cloud, who looked for Braley, and Cloud, looking to make amends, commits the foul. So Rudd will bring it up the court for Trinity. Double screen at the top of the arc. We saw that a bit yesterday, particularly in the first half. was pretty effective for the Tigers. Here's Coleman again in the post. Kicks it out to Ackerman. Open look for three. No good. That one came up short. She was 1 of 7 yesterday from behind the arc. And she's going to get another look from the same spot. No, this time goes with the bounce pass to Coleman. Tipped out of bounds, 14 to shoot here for Trinity. Coach Hill making sure that the Tigers are aware of the shot clock here. Coleman in the paint. Again, drop step. And this time the left-handed effort no good. 1 of 2 early on for the Tiger center. Finelli on the dribble, working against Jordan Rudd. Haven't seen much of Mackenzie Gertz so far early in this game. She's in the corner at the moment. Single digits on the shot clock. Finelli going to drive and kick. Braley long two, and comes up just short, but there is Gertz underneath. No, excuse me. No, it was Gertz. It was Gertz with the offensive rebound and the putback for 2. Ackerman here straight away. Passes off to Rudd, gets it back. Coleman thought about the foul line jumper. Instead, going to be called for a travel as she looked to do a little too much underneath. Gertz was an All-South second-team member as a junior and a first-team All-SCAC selection with a league best 9.2 rebounds a game and second best 18 points a game. Just 9 for her yesterday as this 3 goes up, no good for Baston, who's checked into the game now for Colorado College. Skip pass from Coleman, looks to get Daniel open. Said she's going to get a foul line jumper, no good. But out of play, last touch off Colorado College, stays with Trinity, 20 to shoot. Get the shot clock reset. And Red will get it into Ackerman. Plenty of time now for Trinity to get a look that they like. Here's Milton, who has 3 of the Tigers' 5. Coleman, the other 2, gets it underneath here. Skip pass all the way to Daniel in the corner. Let's go on the catch and shoot. No good. Tigers shot a considerable amount of threes yesterday, much higher than their average over the past few seasons. They were 10 of 32 in total. We're just averaging 18 a game coming into this one. And there's a 3 straight away for Colorado College, tying the game up. Audrey Baston. So we'll see if that was an anomaly in terms of the Trinity three-point numbers or if it's something they're going to look to do here against Colorado College. Another 3 goes up, this time Ackerman again, no good. Tigers led off the press here. Finelli takes it all the way to the lane. And last touch off her knee. Good defending from Coleman against the driving guard. And some subs are going to come into the game here, but not until we have a timeout on the floor. 5-5 in the early action here at CalGuard Gym. You're watching the Tiger Network. So the 2 substitutes for Coach Hill Coming into the game, Maggie Shipley and Kelly Simmons are the only ones that saw significant action off the bench. Only one with double digits in minutes for Trinity outside the starting five. They both struggled shooting from the floor yesterday, looking to make amends today. Here is Simmons straight away at the high post, kicks it to Ackerman, finds Shipley underneath, and she'll be happy to see that one fall. Just shot 1 of 12 yesterday. Simmons was 0 of 5, as the Tigers only had 4 bench points in yesterday's defeat. Already 2 here in quarter number 1. And a couple more subs into the game as well. Emily Nelson and Maggie Robbins. Ackerman also departs for Carly Long. Finelli, the starting point guard, still in the game for Colorado College. Just one change at the moment from their starting 5, and it's that changed player who travels on that occasion, Audrey Basin. Robbins brings it up the court, takes the screen, dribbles off to her right, finds Leong in the corner. The length of Shipley able to receive that pass underneath and finds a good bounce pass to Kelly Simmons. Tigers already matched their bench point total from last night's contest, and they lead 9-5, forcing another turnover here. Robbins on the dribble. Rudd. Excuse me, that was Emily Nelson with the no-look pass. Showed similar passing attributes to the Tigers starting point guard there with the good look created, but to no avail that time. Trap here at the half court for Trinity. They've got 3 defenders around the ball, and Leon just a bit overzealous there. Called for the reach in. They nearly had it trapped in the corner. Actually, they'll give the foul to Robbins, the other one involved in that double team. She's defending here against Finelli, looks to make a move, instead drops it off for her teammate Thurber. No good on the 3. Maya Thurber played 14 minutes yesterday and didn't get on the score sheet. Did have 3 blocks though, as well as 2 steals, 2 boards, and an assist. Yesterday, Colorado College's first contest of the season, so currently undefeated at 1-0. And considering they don't play SCAC favorites Austin College in the shortened 12-game schedule, as travel called that time against Shipley, even splitting games here in San Antonio would put them in a good position to occupy one of the first 2 seeds in the conference tournament. They were number 3 last year before they lost in heartbreaking fashion to Southwestern and were unable to take advantage of their higher seeding. Looking to improve on that this year. Shipley, left-handed layup, no good. Leong looking to make something of it underneath and draws a foul after the offensive rebound. Good showing so far from the bench unit for Trinity. Didn't get a huge opportunity yesterday to play together. Looking good here, though, in the first quarter. See at the left of your screen, head coach Catherine Menendez discussing something with her team. Leong's first free throw is no good. Second one also short. As a team yesterday, Trinity shot 7 of 12 from the line. They're looking to force a turnover here. Colorado College caught deep in the backcourt, And the clock runs out on him. Good high energy on the press there from Trinity. And they'll get it underneath the basket here with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Look for the pass straight to Shipley underneath. Still get a chance to work up against their defender. Looks for the spin onto the right hand, and that time blocked. Here's Mackenzie Gertz, second leading scorer in the conference a year ago, and there's 2 more points for the senior. Now 4 points and 3 boards here in the first quarter. Skip pass from Simmons, finds Robbins now on the drive, throws up the right-handed prayer, and it wasn't answered, brought down by Colorado College. Noara with the board. Finelli now on the drive, seen a lot of the ball early on here. She played 40 minutes, all 40 minutes yesterday. We'll see if she's able to do that once again here today. Clearly an important part of Coach Menendez's offense. Here's Simmons at the high post for Trinity. Shipley thought about the jumper and thought she drew contact there as she went with the right hand underneath. But again, turned away, and that time stolen away from Simmons. Colorado College within 2 at the moment. As the clock ticks down in the first quarter, we have a kickball violation against Emily Nelson. 2 starters back into the game for Colorado College, Walls and Cloud. Going to close out this quarter strong. Walls inbounds it. The inbounds pass is stolen by Shipley. Has players alongside her. She's going to drive into the lane against a couple of defenders, and no good. So she made her first basket, but again struggling to finish underneath the basket at the moment, as we saw yesterday. She's a transfer from Amherst, where she was a starter en route to a Sweet 16 finish. Hasn't quite got it going so far, though, in her new home of Calgard Gymnasium. Colorado College looking to push it, but they may just pull it out and hold for the last shot of the quarter. Good work there underneath to not travel, and Gertz with an airball 3-pointer is going to give Trinity one last look at it before the buzzer. Robbins pushing it, throws up the heave from the 3-point line, and no good. But Trinity will take a 9-7 advantage into the break. Be right back with you for the second quarter. You're watching the Tiger Network.
Second quarter, Colorado College takes it out. Here we go.
Starting fives both back in for the start of the second quarter here. Finelli continues to play every minute for Colorado College. Trinity using their bench a little bit more than they did yesterday so far in this one. Finelli, quick dribble to her left, looks for the skip pass to Gertz. Overzealous closeout there from Coleman. But on the Euro step, Gertz called for a travel. 2 of 3 so far from the floor for Mackenzie Gertz. Tigers swinging around the arc. Emily Daniel. No points on the board for her just yet in a very low-scoring game so far. So was the game yesterday. These two teams playing good defense, forcing a lot of turnovers out of the opposition. And there's going to be an extra 20 seconds here on the shot clock as that one bounced out of play. Trinity ball. 11 minutes into the game. Neither team has broken double digits just yet. Milton thought about pulling the three. Instead, will set the screen for Ackerman. Jordan Rudd made her only three-point attempt yesterday. Passed that one off to Coleman, who's good from the elbow. Tigers the first to reach double digits here. Three-person trap in the backcourt. Colorado College going to have to advance it, and they finally do with Finelli. Coach Hill will expect the Tigers to continue to wear down Colorado College with that press, playing just 12 hours or so after the game yesterday, after they would have got back to the hotel yesterday. 2 points there for Colorado College. Not a ton of rest between the games, and with CC leaning heavily on their starters, we may start to see some wearing down as the game progresses. You have to remember, they're used to playing in altitude, considerably closer to sea level here in San Antonio, as Coleman throws that one away. Two-person Tiger press in the backcourt, broken by the pass to Gertz. Back to Finelli now. Cloud throws to Gertz on the baseline. The turnaround J is good, and it looked good. 11 all now. Colorado College draws level. Jordan Rudd draws the foul on the drive. It'll go against Abby Walls. 2 shots for Trinity, who are 0 for 2 on free throws so far today. 0 for 3. Here's the replay of that Gertz turnaround J. A long 2. She dragged Coleman out of position and took advantage of the space. First free throw of the game made for Trinity gives them a 12-11 advantage here in the second quarter. Braley, get to see her put a shot up after an effective offensive outing yesterday. Good movement underneath there from the substitute Emma Nawara, and she'll get 2 shots out of it. So Colorado College moved it around the arc and found the substitute underneath the basket. Chance to tie the game up here. No good on the first. No good on either one, as both teams struggling from the stripes so far. Long pass advances it to Ackerman. Coleman with the baseline J, no good. And chance for Colorado College to push it in transition. Finelli's going to look to take the contact and flick it up, and Ackerman provides that contact. Make sure Finelli has to earn it at the free throw line. Finelli knocks that one down, and it's a tied game here, 12 apiece. Anna Finelli 2 for 2. And Colorado College regains the lead. Julia Ackerman. Pass over to Emily Daniel from the left wing. That one rattles in and out. And Jordan Rudd called for the foul, looking to grab the loose ball on the rebound. Picks up a lot of fouls like that, just trying to make hustle plays, and a lot of times it does result in turnovers for the other team. Colorado College breaks the press here, and Gertz body checked that time by Daniel. You see Milton gesturing for her team to just calm down and quit giving up fouls here. Sooner or later, it's going to lead to free throws. Carly Leong in now for Emily Daniel, who has 2 fouls and yet to get on the score sheet so far in this game. Pass into the corner for Gertz. Back with Gertz now, working against Leong, just into the game. And Finelli steps into the 3, and it looks good. 16-12 now, with 5 straight points coming from Anna Finelli. Gertz back defending, swats that pass away out of bounds. As the shot clock was winding down there, Finelli all kinds of time just to step into that 3-pointer. Haven't seen her do it much over the course of a game and a half or so far, as Ackerman pulls for 3 and answers. Here is that Finelli, just too much time there. Jordan Rudd not out defending quick enough. Rudd had a similar 3-pointer yesterday where he just stepped right into it with little to no pressure. Coleman, big block underneath, now working against the taller Rosie Braley, who draws contact and will shoot free throws here. Here is the 3-pointer in response for Julia Ackerman over Finelli. Rosie Braley played 36 minutes yesterday, went 7 of 15 from the floor, didn't attempt a free throw. She's 0 for 1 today now. Had 14 points and 10 rebounds to her name, one of 3 Colorado College players in double-digit figures for rebounding, Finelli and Gertz, the other 2. All 3 of those playing 36 minutes or more yesterday. As Jordan Rudd uses the backboard there effectively. Tigers regain the lead. Both teams of the Tigers have to keep reminding myself. Trinity regains the lead. Finelli dribbles to her right and finds Braley eventually in all kinds of space in the lane, turns and knocks it down. We've got a back and forth affair here. 18-17 now to the visitors. And we're going to have a media timeout as we are under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Colorado College, the slim advantage, 18-17. You're watching the Tiger Network. These two Tiger teams locked in a gritty defensive battle here, 18-17 with 4:56 remaining in the first half. As it finished 57-55 yesterday in what was a relatively low-scoring affair as well for a Trinity team that averaged 80.6 points per game on 45% shooting last season. Of course, missing their leading scorer, Abby Holland, graduated as SCAC Player of the Year and SCAC Woman of the Year. Big shoes to fill, and so far Trinity struggling to get their rhythm at home after 2 road victories over St. Thomas. Ackerman pulls for 3. Her 4th attempt, no good. She's 1 for 4. And it'll be Colorado College ball. Trinity continuing to shoot lots of 3-pointers and continuing to shoot around 30%, 25% at the moment. 31% yesterday. Working at the high post there, flicking it towards the basket was Audrey Baston. No good. Leong off the bench, flips it in for an and one opportunity. Good finish through traffic for Carly Leong. You see the contact coming from Mackenzie Gertz, her 2nd foul today. Leong, though, 0 for 3 from the line to start. Tough going for her at the free throw line. Great entry pass there for Rosie Braley. Drops that one just over Kelly Simmons' shoulder. And Colorado College regains the lead. Leong for 3, and it's good. Continues to be excellent from the floor despite her struggles from the free throw line. Two of 4 now, including 1 of 2 from behind the arc. Here's a 3-point opportunity to answer for Colorado College. Comes off the back of the rim. And a foul against Gertz, I believe, which would be trouble for her. 3 fouls already. Colorado College leading scorer last season will have to head to the bench. She departs with 8 points and 6 boards, 1 assist. Jordan Rudd, plenty of space at the top of the arc to pull for 3. She does. Can't leave her open like that. First attempt from 3 for Rudd is good, showing increased range this season. Also knocked one down yesterday when she was left open. Tigers swing this one around the arc. Leong wanted to drive baseline, repelled for the moment. Shipley puts that one up and good off the backboard. Notice how Shipley likes to try and use her height and length underneath to put anything and everything up, especially off the backboard. Did so to great effect there. 4 points now in the game. Finelli with the driving kick and deflected out of bounds by Addison Putnam. There's a look at the Shipley basket and immediately into the full court press. The Trinity way. Tie up underneath here as Cloud looking to gain position against Simmons. She gets the ball back, turns and fires. Good for Talia Cloud. Double digits yesterday and in her previous appearance at Calgard Gym as well. Similar look that time for Simmons on the turn and pop. No good. Trinity holding a 5-point advantage at the moment. Colorado College going to have to try and track this one down. Unable to do so. They throw that away. And Maggie Robbins will check in to run the point for Coach Cameron Hill and Trinity. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Tigers holding a 5-point advantage here at home. Leong pops out to the top of the arc, going to drive on the right hand, throws it up off the backboard, no good, too strong. And Colorado College secures the rebound. They've been trying to get it to Talia Cloud down low. Simmons doing a good job covering up that option for the moment. Finelli up against Leong, continues to swing the ball around. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Eventually they do get it to Cloud. One dribble and fouled by Simmons on the shot. Colorado College has been in the bonus for a while. This is a shooting foul for Talia Cloud. 2 shots. She was 4 of 6 yesterday, 1 of 2 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line for 12 points. And gets the friendly bounce off the front of the rim for her 3rd point of today's contest. Two of 2 for Cloud from the line. Shipley swings it out to Putnam. Putnam loses the handle. Finds Shipley in the corner. Pump fake on the 3. She's going to look to take Cloud on the dribble. Nothing there. Eventually they find Shipley, Simmons underneath, working against a double team. And it's going to be Colorado College ball. Shipley looking to tie this one up in the backcourt. Colorado College going to have to push it, and they do eventually advance the ball just in time. Talia Cloud now working underneath. Look for the scoop and score. No good. Chance for Trinity to hold for the last shot with the shot clock turned off. Instead, Leong, who was looking for Shipley underneath, is going to give Colorado College that opportunity instead. Finelli on the drive to her right. Thought there might have been a push off against Robbins. There wasn't. And the open look from 3, no good. Simmons secures the rebound, but Trinity will take it. And they'll take a 3-point lead into the halftime break. A low-scoring game so far, 27-24. Colorado College shooting 45% on 9 of 20, 2 of 7 from 3. Trinity 11 of 32 and 4 of 10 from 3. Both teams with 18 rebounds. Trinity with the advantage in steals 5-2. And the advantage on the scoreboard by 3 points. We'll be right back with you in 15 minutes. You're watching the Tigers and the Tigers on the Tiger Network. Welcome you back here to CalGuard Gym for the second half of action between Colorado College and Trinity University. Colorado College taking the opener of this two-game series yesterday, and Trinity leading by 3 points, 27-24 here through the first half of play. Running through the box score quickly for Colorado College, leading the scoring is Gertz, as expected. Finelli adding 5 points as well as a couple assists. For Trinity, leading scorer Jordan Rudd is 2 of 3 from the floor, 1 of 2 from 3. Carly Leong adds 5 points as well. She's 2 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 2 from 3. Trinity just shooting 1 of 5 from the free throw line in the first half. Looks like the starting fives both in action here to begin the second half. Tigers look to turn this halftime advantage into their third win of the 2021 season. It'll be Trinity ball. So get back underway here. It's 11 o'clock tip-off between the two teams, both the Tigers. Coleman there with the high screen leaves Rudd open for three. Opts not to give it a go. She was 1 of 2 yesterday from behind the arc, 1 of 2 so far today. Coleman, easy look there. Starts off the Tigers here in the second half. Extends the lead to 5. Walls to Finelli, who's continued to play every minute for Colorado College. 60 minutes now played over the course of these two games. Bounce pass there to Braley. Shot clock winding down. Finelli's going to give it a heave at the buzzer, and it goes. And that's the definition of a prayer answered that time for Finelli, who now has 7 points in this game. Saw her unaware of the shot clock earlier in the game. That time she was just aware enough before the buzzer went. Good movement there on the baseline, and an easy 2 points from Milton on the assist from Coleman. Tigers keep the lead at 5. Finelli pulls up the dribble, finds Talia Cloud. Braley thought about the three-pointer, but Coleman, the good close out there, runs her off the line. Cloud, though, some space in the lane, goes up strong, but too strong with the layup, and Trinity goes the other way. Jordan Rudd on the drive herself, and the official under the basket wasn't sure. The official standing at the halfway line making the call there. And it is going to be a white ball. Let's say it comes off of Jordan Rudd last on that drive. Turnover that time for the senior guard. Talia Cloud, top of the key, goes back to Finelli. Braley battling underneath, double team coming from Ackerman, who's able to get in there and tie it up. It'll stay with Colorado College, but possession arrow flips over to Trinity. Good double team there in the low post for the home team. Walls is going to lose that one as she tried to hand it off to Finelli. The jump ball, as we just noted, goes to Trinity this time. So Finelli put a foot on the ball there to track it down. She was a 4-year soccer and basketball player in high school. Just reading up at halftime. Ackerman here. Looks to drive, kicks it out to Milton. That one off to the left. Coleman underneath. Will scoop and score. Doesn't need to use the backboard there. She gets the friendly bounce off the rim. Colorado College looking to up the pace. They find Gertz underneath, who draws contact from Ackerman and will be headed to the line. Gertz got into some foul trouble in the second quarter. She's got 3 personal fouls at the moment. That time on the receiving end of a Julia Ackerman personal foul. First free throw comes up short. Second one is good. Colorado College now 50% from the line. Trinity 1 of 5 in comparison. Nawara into the game for Colorado College on defense here. Milton fakes the pass, goes to Coleman outside the arc. Screen coming for Rudd, who's going to pull for 3, and it's good. She's found her range this weekend. Now 3 of 5 over the course of the 2 games. Entry pass here for Braley underneath, going to take the contact, and they'll say that it was fair contact. Milton going straight up defensively, forcing the miss. Ackerman, open look for 3, just off. It was on line, came off the front and back of the rim. Trinity leading by 9, could have made it double digits there. Still may as the miss comes, that time from Nawara. Milton will slow this one down after a frenetic minute or so for the 2 teams. Daniel, yet to score so far today. And that time she is on the board, and it is a double-digit lead. And I think Coach Hill wanted a timeout. And he will get it eventually granted to him, as Trinity is up 11 after a big start here to the second half. We'll be right back with you. You're watching the Tiger Network. (38-27) Trinity here after a big run to start the third quarter. No field goals in the last 3 minutes for Colorado College. They haven't come out firing just yet. We wondered if fatigue might play a role as Trinity appeals forward travel, eventually get the turnover anyway from the stolen pass. And we might be seeing that here for Colorado College. The likes of Gertz and Finelli, Braley as well, not seeing much time on the bench over the course of the 2 games. Ackerman pulls for 3. It's off to the right. Continues to get shots up from outside. Emily Daniel, who's able to knock down 4 of 9 from behind the arc yesterday. Single digits on the shot clock. Rudd will pull on the long 2, and it's good. Jordan Rudd leading the scoring now for Trinity, leading all scorers with 11 points. Finelli draws the reach-in foul there against Ashlyn Milton. Her first foul of the morning, still morning, 5 minutes to go. In local time as Colorado College plays through the half press there, finds Braley in the corner for 3, and CC needed that one. Now back within 10. Good range shown there by the 6'2" center for Colorado College, getting it done at the other end there with the block, but Coleman is able to grab the offensive rebound and put it up for two. Keeps that one alive there despite her first effort being swatted away by Braley. The game's starting to open up here. Braley gets the assist that time for Nawara underneath. And the lead is back to 10. Trinity won't mind trading baskets as long as they maintain this advantage. I think the neutral won't mind seeing some more scoring after quite a few low-scoring quarters between these two teams this weekend. Coach Hill appealing for a foul there against Milton wasn't given. Under 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Trinity up 10. Finelli, skip pass. Finds Nawara, doesn't want the three-pointer. Instead, goes to Gertz in the corner. Single digits on the shot clock. CC need to get a shot up quickly. Nawara pulls this time. Air ball, no good. And you see maybe why she turned down the open look earlier in the possession. Daniel on the right wing for Trinity. Rudd gives the head fake, puts the ball down on the dribble. It's going to pull up for two, feeling hot, gets her own rebound. Heat check no good, but the Tigers keep it alive. For Milton at the top of the arc, and that's good. Three-pointer, Ashlyn Milton. Now 2 of 3 on the day. You hear the energy coming from both benches, particularly though at the moment, Coach Hill trying to get the intensity to continue defensively. Gertz able to reach double digits there with that soft jumper just outside the lane. 11 points now for her. Coleman looking for a teammate. Finds Milton fresh off that three-point make. He's going to throw up a shot. Looking for the contact. Won't get the call. Not a lot of calls here, especially in the second half. Trinity have only shot 5 free throws today. And it'll be a timeout on the floor. A terrific third quarter here has Trinity out in front by 11 points, 45-34. We'll be right back with you in just a moment. It's like 4 changes for Coach Hill coming out of the timeout. Rudd, the only one that keeps her place on the floor for Trinity. Gilliott into the game for the first time. Shipley, Leong, and Simmons make up the rest of the 5. As we've come to expect, the same 5 out there for Colorado College, down 11 at the moment. Leong looking to make it 14, and Braley unable to save it. It'll stay with Trinity, 20 to shoot. And now we will go to the entire bench unit here as Rudd takes a seat. Maggie Robbins into the game with 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Finds the entry ball into the lane for Shipley. Plenty of time for her to pull for 3. Opts not to do so, instead drops it off for Simmons, looking to make a post move underneath. Gets the shot away and can't track down her own rebound. Colorado College will bring it clear. Finelli to the right wing. Looking to get Cloud the ball on the low block. 2 posts operating down low for CC at the moment. And Cloud fouled on the entry pass there.
Foul number 44, Kelly Simmons, her second. Team foul number 3.
Simmons called for the foul, I believe, though they announced Shipley's number, so I'm not sure who ended up getting that one. Cloud's going to pull for 3 straight away, and it's good. CC looking to build out of the timeout, cuts the lead to 8. Robbins ahead to Leong. Feed down to Simmons on the baseline. Shipley pulls it out, back to Leong. 5 points so far for her off the bench. Robbins has to be careful not to dribble into a cul-de-sac there. Finds a good pass for Simmons, who can't hit it off the front of the rim. Colorado College finishing this quarter strong, looking to cut what was a 13-point lead down to something more manageable for the final frame. Braley working down low against Simmons, able to get turned, but finds a pass and a slip there for Gilead. That looked uncomfortable on the closeout. That'll be her first foul, as Gertz is going to take a quick breather here at the end of the quarter. Abby Walls comes back into the game. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 33 on the game clock here. As Finelli drives, finds Braley in some space. Braley traveled. And this will be a chance for the final shot in the quarter for the home team. Opted not to take it at the end of the first half. See if they do slow it down here. Looks like they will. Simmons at the low block. Shipley, Leong, and Gilead outside the arc. The entry feed into Simmons, almost deflected. Shipley getting caught down low here, and Simmons going to get the ball almost taken away from her. She eventually does get a shot away on the turn, but it is no good. So Trinity will take an 8-point advantage into the fourth quarter, where Colorado College was able to do some damage yesterday. We'll see what they can do in the final 10 minutes today when we return on the Tiger Network. (45-37) Trinity here, 10 minutes to play in the fourth game of the Tigers season, second game of the visiting Colorado College Tigers season. They're undefeated after their win yesterday here in Calgard Gym, 1-0. Trinity, who have only lost 4 home games over the last 3 seasons, have already dropped 1 this year, looking to finish this game out and ensure that doesn't move to 2 already. They only get 6 home games this season, and so you'd think 5 would be a bare minimum expected out of the team picked to finish second in the conference. Jordan Rudd has had the hot hand offensively for Trinity, and she will pull on the long 2, in and out. Gertz looking to push it for Colorado College, matched up against Julia Ackerman. Drops it off to Finelli, lots of space for Braley. Saw her make a three from the corner earlier. She looked much more comfortable from the wing than she did straight away there, no good. Jordan Rudd to Daniel, quick three up for Trinity, and they'll get the long rebound. Back out to Emily Daniel, same spot on the right wing to Coleman, baseline. Long skip pass to Ackerman in the opposite corner. 5 seconds on the shot clock as they look for the feed into Milton. She's going to have to pull the long three, and it's blocked by Talia Cloud. Excellent close out there from Colorado College's number 14. Finelli giving some space at the top of the arc. Here comes a double team. Cloud straightaway three. No good. She made one from that spot already once today. Still an 8-point lead for Trinity. No scoring yet in the fourth. Daniel, high pass to Milton, able to bring it down. She's going to work against Cloud underneath, and I believe double dribble. Yep, picked it up and put it back down. Strong defensively from both teams, as we've seen over the course of the weekend. Not a ton of points being scored. Trinity still only gone to the free throw line 3 times. 1 of 5 from the line. Finelli up against Ackerman. Picks up her dribble. As Waltz swung around here. Back to Finelli, top of the arc. Going to have to get something going here as the shot clock winds down. She's going to throw up a prayer once again, and she's excellent operating late in the shot clock. Second time she's been able to make it happen with 1 or 2 seconds left in the possession. First points of the quarter go Colorado College's way. They trail by 6. Rudd in the lane, gets the runner to go. Answers right back with 2 of her own. Finelli, great bounce pass to split the double team there. Eventually get it to Braley in the corner. Back to Gertz from the right wing. It looks good, and it's just short. I think a loose ball foul here is going to go against Trinity. Jordan Rudd's second foul. She's defending the inbounds pass here as it's bounced into the corner. Milton gets a tip before it could get to Nawara, and tied up there as Coleman hits the deck and gets the ball back for her team as they had the possession arrow in their favor. Milton to inbound to Rudd. 6:44 left in today's contest. Trinity looking to make amends for a defeat last night. Daniel. Jordan Rudd in the corner here. They're trying to get it into Coleman. Instead, it's going to be Milton on her own drive, and she finally gets the foul call that Coach Hill has been lobbying for all game. See if she can make them count at the line here as Cloud comes in to replace Nawara. Trinity's struggles at the free throw line continue. No good on the first. Second one is good. Shipley will come into the game for Milton after that 1 of 2 effort from the free throw line. Here comes the Trinity press. Gertz breaks it with a long pass to Cloud. Cloud gets it back down low and is fouled by Coleman on the left-handed effort. 2 shots for her coming. Second team foul for the Tigers in the quarter. Cloud's first free throw is good. 8 points for her now in the game. Looking for her customary double-digit scoring effort here in CalGuard Gym. Now at 9. Gertz leading the scoring for Colorado College with 11. Finelli 9, Cloud 8. Braley 7 for Trinity. Rudd 13, 10 for Coleman. And amongst those on the floor, 4 for Shipley, 3 Ackerman, 2 for Daniel, who led all scorers yesterday. Is that one no good there for Trinity? Led all scorers with 16 on 6 of 15 shooting. Hasn't put up nearly as many shots today, just 1 of 5. Coleman, pump fake and drive, no good, and this one's tied up. It'll go to Colorado College. We're just staying in touch with Trinity at the moment, trailing by 7. It's been as many as 13 throughout this game. Finelli on the dribble, comes off of her thigh, keeps it alive, and able to throw it ahead to Cloud. They had Braley under the basket momentarily. Now Cloud's going to pull for a long 2 off the mark to the right, but Finelli gets the long rebound. And an issue with the shot clock there. Immediately spotted by the official. And it'll be an inbounds pass here with 14 to shoot for Colorado College. Finelli, bounce pass to Cloud, wants the straightaway 3, instead sees the entry pass down low to Braley, who uses her size to beat Coleman on the turn there and gets the right-handed effort to go. 5-point lead now for Trinity. CC continuing to cut it away. Trinity looking to answer with an Ackerman 3, and it rims out. Hasn't found it over this weekend from deep, Julia Ackerman. Finelli on the dribble. Braley wants the ball into Cloud, intercepted by Coleman. Couldn't throw it over the top of the Tiger big. Jordan Rudd fakes the pass out to her right and ties up Cloud on the rebound. And there's going to be a timeout here on the floors. We're under 5 minutes to go in the quarter. Trinity's lead has been cut from 13 down to 5. Should be in for an exciting conclusion here. You're watching the Tiger Network. Trinity fans might start to feel a bit worried here as they have the ball up 5. As the game has followed a similar pattern to the one they dropped to CC yesterday. They want the ball in underneath. They're going to have to throw it out to Daniel, who barely keeps it in play. Good work from her to not turn the ball over there. With Colorado College coming out strong in the first, Trinity taking the second and third, and building a lead, only for Colorado College to chip away at it and eventually take the lead late. Might we see a similar effort here from the visiting Tigers? Finelli brings it forward. Gets it back. And unfortunate mistake there for senior Abby Walls. She steps just out of bounds in the left corner. Trinity needing some points to reestablish their advantage, which was up to 13 earlier in the game. Entry pass here for Shipley, and she gets that one up on the left hand and off the board. It's good. Tigers were really missing her and Simmons' bench contribution last night. They've gotten more points from their substitutes today, and an answer there for Mackenzie Gertz. Cuts it from 7 down to 4. 14 now for Gertz, Colorado's leading scorer last season. Skip pass to Shipley in the corner. Simmons has an open look for 3, instead goes down low for Milton. And she gets it through contact off the backboard and in. This Tiger lineup a little more height between Shipley, Milton, and Simmons. Possibly in response to this player, Rosie Braley, down low. It's caused Trinity all kinds of problems this weekend. Turns it over that time, though. Double high post here for Trinity between Shipley and Simmons. Dribble handoff to Daniel. Dribble around looking for a place to penetrate the defense, and I'm going to say last off of her, Colorado College ball. So that dribble from right to left for Daniel, just looking for an opening. Eventually thought she might have seen it, the left side of the lane, but results in a turnover as we approach 2 minutes to go in this game. Trinity up 6. Rudd attempts to jump the pass into Braley. We'll set the screen here as the ball ends up back in Anna Finelli's hands. Good find to Braley in the corner, and she's fouled on the three-point attempt. And if she can knock down all 3 of these, it'll be a big swing, as her shot was no good, but Milton bailed her out, sending her to the line for 3. Ackerman into the game now for Shipley. Going to be 3 shots here for Braley, who has 9 points in the game, 5 rebounds, now 10 points. Gertz with 14 points, 8 rebounds. Finelli, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists for the visitors. Finelli deep into that shot motion, and nothing but net. Rudd with 13, 5 boards, 2 assists for Trinity. 11 and 5 for Milton. And 3 of 3 at the line for Braley. Lead is 3 for Trinity as we are under 2 minutes to go here in their 4th game of the season, 2-1 coming into this morning. Milton will pull for 3. It was on line but came up just short, looking to double the Tiger advantage. Coleman and Shipley checking back into the game here for Coach Hill momentarily. He looks to find his 5 to close out this game. Minute 30 left. CC need to find an opening here. 5 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to have to be Finelli. Late in the clock, kicks it to Cloud. Straightaway 3. It's good. It's a tied game. 52 apiece here. And Jordan Rudd looking to respond for Trinity. Finds Milton to her right. Milton on the dribble. Kicks it to Simmons. Thought about the three-pointer. Instead, goes back to Milton in the opposite corner. Great pump fake there from the Tigers sophomore, but the runner won't go. Offensive rebound by Simmons. Up and good. Timeout. Trinity, 2-point lead. Here's the good work here by Finelli and Cloud late in the clock for Colorado College at the one end. That tied up the game, and Simmons at the other end reestablished the Trinity lead. Under a minute to go. We're in for a great conclusion here on the Tiger Network. Be Coleman, Shipley, Ackerman, Rudd, and Daniel. Only starter not on the floor for Trinity will be Ashlyn Milton. Thurber, Finelli, Gertz, Cloud, and Braley on the floor. Likewise missing one starter, Abby Walls, Colorado College. Down 2, 56.4 to go. And this SCAC matchup. Finelli on the dribble, no high press from Trinity here. Shipley, the on-ball defender, against the sophomore guard. Finelli drives to the right. The length of Shipley causing her some problems here. She has to pass out, gets the ball back from Cloud, 13 to shoot. Crossover to the left hand for Finelli. Daniel now causing problems as the shot clock winds down. Cloud down low up against Shipley, and she gets it to go. Tied game once again. Trinity can hold for the final shot here. 54 apiece, shot clock is turned off. Jordan Rudd with the ball in her hands, and Coach Hill will call a timeout. 21.1 to go, 54 apiece, as Trinity looking to respond from a defeat to this Colorado College team yesterday, but it was Talia Cloud underneath responding to Kelly Simmons at the other end with 2 of her own to tie this game. Trinity has led by as many as 13. And they'll be worried that it could be a similar result as yesterday, where they gave up the lead late in the game. Ashlyn Milton's 3 at the buzzer was no good. Difference this time, though, is Trinity gets the last shot. See who Coach Hill comes out with and who he wants to take this clutch basket. Coach Catherine Menendez preaching the importance of defending and preaching the importance of not fouling the three-point shooter here, as Trinity did to allow Colorado College into this position. Braley knocked down all 3 free throws. 10 of 15 from the stripe for Colorado College tonight, just 2 of 7 for Trinity. That will be forgotten, though, if they can score here. 21.1, ball inbound into Daniel. Ackerman on the right wing has Shipley down low. Finds Shipley now in the corner, 15 seconds to go. Might we be headed to overtime, or can Trinity win it? Under 10 seconds now. They're going to run their play out of the timeout. Jordan Rudd, she's going to get the look. No, pulls up. Coleman with the pump fake, and the effort at the buzzer is no good. And we are headed for overtime. If Anna Finelli hasn't played enough, every minute of 2 games in 2 days, she's getting 5 more minutes here. As are we here on the Tiger Network. 54 apiece in this terrific SCAC matchup. Be right back with you in just a moment for some free basketball. So 54 apiece here, headed into overtime. As you see the game summary on your screen, 23 of 66 shooting for Trinity today for a mark of 34.8%, 19 of 40 for 47.5% for Colorado College, shooting much better than the home team on 26 fewer shot attempts. The team's fairly even on the rebounding front, and Trinity with 8 more personal fouls in the game as a whole. Might that play a factor here as we head into overtime? Finelli controls the tip, and it's Colorado College to get us underway in this extra 5-minute period. Same 5 that ended the game for Coach Menendez, and Rosie Braley continuing to come alive late in this game. Now 14 points to her name, 2-point lead Colorado College. Ackerman back to Coleman. Milton back in for Shipley here in overtime for Trinity. Rudd wants to drive baseline. She's going to get a blocking foul against Talia Cloud before she dumped that pass off to Haley Coleman.
Fouls number 14, Talia Cloud, her second. Foul number 2.
Rudd to inbound, immediately out to Milton, who wanted the shot. Cloud quick on the closeout. Screen from Milton. Ackerman back to Milton. Good look in the lane, no good for the sophomore out of Amarillo, Texas. 4 minutes to go. Colorado College holds the lead here in CalGuard Gym once again. Great pass down low for Braley, working against Rudd. Nothing that the much smaller Tiger guard could do against the 6'2" Rosie Braley underneath. 2-possession lead now for the visitors. Rudd out to Daniel. Tigers need this one, no good, comes up short. Still yet to score in overtime. Colorado College has been successful with both trips down the floor. Here's Gertz operating in the corner. A terrific Euro step, and she draws the foul. Stepped through the double team there as Coleman came to close out in the corner. And she's going to get a chance to build the lead here up to 6 if she can knock down both. 66.7% for Colorado College from the line tonight. Gertz herself, 1 of 2. Milton checks out of the game for Leong. As Gertz hits the first 5-point game. Mackenzie Gertz, 2 of 2. 16 points for her overall on 6 of 9 from the floor. She's been efficient, as have Colorado College, shooting 50% on the afternoon. Coleman drives out to Rudd, who's somehow able to not step out of bounds there. Trinity looking out of sorts a bit offensively, haven't scored yet in overtime. Head fake from Rudd, she's going to drive, throws it up, and referee says not a foul. Different referee at this end for overtime than the one that heard from Coach Hill for a majority of that second half. Finelli on the dribble, 6-point advantage for Colorado College, looking to sweep Trinity for the first time since 2011. In even more impressive fashion this season as both games being played at CalGuard Gymnasium. No backcourt violation there as it was deflected, but the shot clock is going to go before Ackerman made contact with Cloud, shooting from 40 feet there. Has to be careful late in the shot clock not to bail her out with 3 free throws, but the buzzer went just in time. 2 minutes, 29 seconds to go as the referees may want to look this one over just to make sure, and they will. So if we can get the studio just to rewind back and we can check whether the buzzer had gone or not. Checking to make sure that the contact didn't come prior to the buzzer. If so, that would really threaten Trinity's hopes of winning this game. Already down 6, it'd be 3 free throws if the foul does go against Ackerman, and after the official's timeout, we will know in just a moment. So the call on the floor is confirmed, the shot clock violation against Colorado College. 6-point advantage for them, 2:29 to play. Trinity looking to salvage this one after leading by 13 in the third quarter. Ackerman straight away. Leong to her left, going to drive baseline. And the right-footed effort, no good. Good defending that time by Talia Cloud. Tigers won big in their first 2 games against St. Thomas. Have struggled so far on this weekend, opening up the home schedule. Good defending that time by Coleman at the low block. Knocked it off the knee of Gertz. Rudd will let this one roll, and the clock starts at 2 minutes left in this overtime period. Ackerman for 3, misses everything. And it's going to be Trinity ball. Good work on the trap there in the corner. Wins it back, but just no shot making at the moment for Trinity. And they're going to take a quick break to talk about it. 1:49 remaining in overtime. Colorado College leads 60-54. (60-54). Braley and Gertz leading the scoring for for Colorado College. Cloud adding 14, Finelli 9. Thurber, the other one on the floor at the moment for Coach Menendez, hasn't scored yet tonight. She's the on-ball defender here against Milton, who pulls for 3, and that's a big make for Ashlyn Milton. Cuts the Colorado College lead in half, 60-57 now. The Trinity press broken, and Colorado College will look to respond with some points of their own here. Finelli picks up her dribble in a bad spot here and dumps it off to Gertz, who finds Braley down low. Big block from Haley Coleman, and the Tigers go the other way. Jordan Rudd pushing the pace. Drops it off to Leong. Ashlyn Milton, same spot. Different result that time as it came off the left side of the rim. Tiger fans were willing that 3 ball to go in. You see the first make, and in real time, Coach Hill make it Coach Menendez calling a timeout there as Colorado College couldn't get it in play. Both coaches finally using their timeouts after not really having to yesterday or through the first 3 quarters today. So it'll be a quick break once again for the teams to talk it over. We'll take you through the box score for the 2 teams, as Colorado College hasn't scored in 2 minutes 20 seconds after a good start to overtime. Leading scoring for Trinity after that 3-pointer, Ashlyn Milton, 14 points on 5 of 13, 3 of 7 from 3. Following up, it is Jordan Rudd with 13 in 36 minutes, 5 steals as well for her. Haley Coleman in double digits for Trinity with 10. And for Colorado College, leading scorer is Rosie Braley and Gertz. No one in double digits in rebounding, although Gertz has 9, Braley has 8 after 3 Colorado College players grabbed 10 or more yesterday off the glass. 1 minute, 4 seconds to go here in the first overtime period. Trinity has pulled the lead back down to 3 for Colorado College, who will just want to get this one in play here. They do. They find Finelli being harried here in the backcourt by Shipley, and it's going to be an 8-second violation in the backcourt. Great work defensively there from Trinity to turn it over, and that's not what Coach Menendez was looking for out of the timeout. Coleman will check back into the game. Shipley doing a great job there coming in defensively and forcing that turnover. It's not all about scoring. She's found that hard to come by at times this weekend, but she came in and played a huge role here in overtime on that defensive possession. Leong will be the one to inbounds here for Trinity. Jordan Rudd in the backcourt. And she will receive the pass from Leong. Daniel on the right wing, wants the ball into Coleman. Does find Coleman. Can she bring down the pass? She can. Just enough to get it to a teammate. As bodies hit the deck, it was Finelli up against Coleman. That's a matchup the Tigers will like here. Can they go to it again? Instead, it's Milton for three. Comes up short, 40 seconds to go. Tigers don't necessarily need to foul, but they will either way. And that's not who you want to foul. Anna Finelli has been good from the stripe this weekend, 2 of 2 today. And maybe she is a bit shaken up after that big collision with Haley Coleman underneath. Simmons and Shipley return to the game for Trinity. Leong and Coleman will depart. It was Milton looking to pull for three when they had a good matchup down low with Coleman against Finelli, who's now on the line. And makes the first, making it a two-possession game. Colorado College looking to manage this game, manage this lead. Something Trinity has been unable to do this weekend, as the visitors have come from behind in both games. Jordan Rudd pushes the pace. Emily Daniel on the right wing finds Shipley at the top of the arc. The left-footed layup will go. And it's once again a one-possession game, 3-point lead for Colorado College. Timeout Trinity, 62-57. We'll get a look at that replay here. Shipley getting it done high off the glass, well above the square. But they're going to need at least 3 more points here to force a second overtime. First things first, they're going to have to foul, as the shot clock will be turned off with 29.7 seconds to go in overtime. And they're going to want to foul someone besides Finelli, although everyone on the floor shooting over 60% tonight from the free throw line for Colorado College. Cloud 4 of 4, Gertz 3 of 4, Finelli 4 of 4, Braley 3 of 5. And Thurber has not attempted one, but she'll be the one to make the pass here. And it will be not a foul against Finelli. Trinity looking to get the steal initially, and they do get the steal. Great defensive play there from Simmons, reading the long pass. And Trinity has 20 seconds to tie it up. It's Ashlyn Milton. No good, and now they will have to foul. Not before a timeout comes from Catherine Menendez. Endless timeouts here in overtime between the two coaches. But you have to say Trinity got what they wanted. They got the steal, and they got the open look for Ashlyn Milton. Made one earlier in overtime, but's had 2 consecutive misses here, looking to tie the game. 13.1 remaining. Trinity will have to foul coming out of this timeout unless they can steal the inbounds pass. Trinity out of timeouts. So if they are able to steal it, they'll have to push it. Milton, Simmons, Shipley, Rudd, and Daniel on the floor. I think Milton or Daniel would take that final 3 if Trinity can win the ball back from Colorado College here, who will feel comfortable with quite a few of their free throw shooters on the floor at the moment. Daniel will be guarding the inbounds pass here as Thurber looks to just get the ball in play for the visitors. Set up in a box formation around the paint. Finelli wants it. Gets separation from Rudd. And Rudd can't get the steal and eventually will foul, reaching around the other side. 8.8 to go. Finelli on the line. Colorado College will be confident in her ability to make these clutch free throws, as she already has once in this overtime period. First one is good. Back to a 4-point game. 12 points now for the sophomore guard. 5 of 5 from the line, 6 of 6, 5-point game. Rudd picks up the rolling inbounds pass. They need to get a 3 up and quick. Shipley instead will go for the quick 2 and gets it to go with the left hand. 2.1 seconds. Timeout, Colorado College, who are looking to come away with 2 wins from Calgard Gym for the first time ever. never played here twice in a season, mind you. The last time they beat Trinity twice in a season was 2011-2012, a down year for Trinity that season, finishing 9-17. But predicted to finish second in the SCAC this year. And getting off to a 2-2 start would put that in serious jeopardy, as Colorado College would be in pole position to honestly win the conference, because they don't play Austin College, who are the preseason favorites, or at least grab a joint share of first place. They've been really impressive, especially on the defensive end, holding Trinity below 65 points twice, as the inbounds pass does come in. And an errant buzzer here. I think we're going to have to do it again. We will do it again. It should be 2.1 on the clock. And the officials will talk it over to make sure that the clock is accurate here. It was 2.1 before the buzzer went. 21 seconds now. The Tigers would love a bit of hometown scoreboard operating. 21 hours, maybe a little too long. And Coach Menendez taking this quick moment to discuss what she wants to see from the inbounds pass for Mackenzie Gertz here. 2.1 seconds now on the clock. 3-point lead for the visiting Colorado College Tigers. Trinity needs a steal from the inbounds pass and a heave at the buzzer to save this game. Finelli able to control it, and that will do it. A huge weekend for Colorado College as they start their season off on the right foot, 2-0. 2 wins here in CalGuard Gym as Trinity struggles to score this weekend. You see 26 of 78, 7 of 27 from 3, and 2 of 7 from the line for the home team. For the victorious Colorado College Tigers, 21 of 43, 6 of 15 from 3. They're led by Gertz and Braley with 16 each, 14 for Talia Cloud, and the sophomore guard Anna Finelli, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 6 of 6 from the free throw line to ice it for the visitors, as they will head back jovial. And we will be back with you in an hour or so for the men's side of things. That one, of course, going to Trinity yesterday, and an exciting first showing for head coach Jimmy Smith. We hope you'll tune in for that one as the Trinity men's side look to move to 3-1. For now, Ryan Figert here. I've enjoyed having your company for this one as Colorado College completes a 2-0 weekend, 64-61 over Trinity in overtime.